I believe it was Big Pun's birthday, and his son,
Okay.
made a post about it, whatever, and you shared a picture of Big Pun with his son, very little at the time, sitting on the steps. It looked like it was,
Yeah,
I guess,
their house.
in front of their house. First of all, how was that photo shoot? And second, how cool is it that you were able to capture that, see his son now grown in the hip hop world, doing what he's doing, and be able to share that picture though, now? Like how is
Right.
just walk me through that.
I mean, for the part of the afternoon when we were, it was me, Fat Joe, Fat Joe, Big Pun, Angie Martinez, uh, in their car. I think one of my neighbors who was with me was driving in my car following. I'm rewinding the story in my head.
Mm-hmm.
So part of the afternoon was a segment of a music video channel that used to be called the Box video channel, and they'll feature an artist and they'll go around somewhere relevant or important in their neighborhood or within their career. So at this point, I think they were focusing on Fat Joe because the Don Carter Gina album was about to come out. So Joe, Pun, and Angie hung out for part of the afternoon at a place where the Tats crew had just made a mural for Fat Joe, and it wasn't too far from Pun's house. So after we shot some stuff near the big mural, we went back to Pun's house. And then at that time, I forgot why we went back to Pun's house, but we just went back there, and it was just a very just simple vibe of like Pun, Angie, and Joe. And then when we got there, it was probably like 7 of us, 10 of us total, between who was shooting and just Joe and Pun's crew, if you would. Not even crew, just their clique, their crew. So for me, I was just sort of just walking around watching Pun, literally just watching him. Not so much Fat Joe, but literally just observing Pun. And then Chris came out initially, came out to the edge of the street to hug his father's leg, if you would. And then he ran back in the house. And then I sort of just followed Pun from the side of the house to the front of the house. And just, not that I'm in his face, but just observing his space. And then I believe his wife hands him the house phone, the wireless house phone. I don't know if he was to make a call or someone was calling him, but there's, Pun was on the phone, literally on the corner. And like, there's an expression from the same series. Once in a while, I'll show it again sometime, where he's sort of looking into the phone, and it's sort of like that kind of sigh or whatever. Then a moment or so later, Christopher comes out the front door or whatever, and he sits next to him with the Godfather hat. And he's like just sitting patiently. And then Pun's on the phone. And then he finishes the call, whatever. And then I don't know if he put it down or whatever. And then there's a moment I need to share where Pun looks over at his son, and then I didn't get necessarily the pause moment, but he looks over at his son, and then the next moment he leans over and kisses him. You know what I mean? And that shot I need to share because it's a very good sequence of just a genuine patient moment. Like, love is patient, you know what I mean? So just sharing that, and then even recently sharing from the same series when Liza, Pun's wife, comes out of in the house, past the screen door, Christopher goes back in, and she just sits down next to him. And then from there, they're just like a quiet moment. Then Christopher comes into the screen. You can actually see this on my T.Eric Instagram. And Christopher comes right into the screen. And it's almost like in a shadow, but it's such a real moment because Pun's shoulders are dropped, and he's just like,
it's just a normal moment
sitting next to him, and like you can see the weight of the world on his shoulders. Like, I still got to keep pushing us forward, and like just the look in all three of their expressions. And then even Liza commented like, "This is such a real moment," and it's just like in hindsight of capturing, it was just, again, following, observing, and just being patient, and boom, oh my, boom. And then you just wait, because they didn't say, "Hey, let's have a cheery family." Nah, it was just observing what was.
It was just a natural moment. Yeah. Like he just, for that moment, he let everything go and just